here I am in Fusion 360, and here's the design. It's just a triangle, a right triangle with rounded corners, shelled out. Let's take a look at the sketch. Okay, so I drew a line 135, 135, connected them, and then I rounded them off with a radius of 5. In OpenSCAD, it's going to be a little different because there is no, as far as I know, there's not a super easy way to round it off. So I'm actually going to use cylinders that, let's see, how tall did I make this thing? I can find out how tall I extruded this. I could measure it. So I can measure from here to here, 88. Another way I could do that is change parameters and then look at this extrusion, a long distance, 88. So the height will be 88, and let's do H. The radius will be 5. Let's see what I did wrong here. Okay, I finally figured out. You have to have a semicolon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make 3 cylinders like this and translate them. So this one has a radius of 5 from the center, so it's 5 over and 5 over. So go back here. First one will be 5x, 5y, 0z. The second one is 135 over minus 5. So 130. And the other one is the same thing in the other direction. So 5 and then 130. So these are the rounded corners. And then if I tell it to do a hull, give it opening curly brace, closing curly brace. I think I need parentheses. There. There's the outer shell. Now what I need to do is this whole thing, but with a smaller radius. So let's find out what this distance is here. I can measure from there to there. Okay, that's not right. I can measure from here to here, 2 millimeters. And let me see if I can also check this other way. Into a shell of 2 millimeters. Okay. So if I make this just 3 millimeters instead of 5, that should be 2 millimeters. Now I won't be able to see it unless I comment this one out. I can also do something like that, or an exclamation point. Yeah. So when I made that exclamation point, it looked like the whole thing got a little bit smaller, but really what happened is that it hid the other one. Or I could put a pound sign in front of the bigger one. Yeah, and it makes it transparent. So what I'm going to do with these two shapes is do a difference. Now you can see it's a little fuzzy on the bottom and the top, and that's because they are the exact same height. So I need to translate this one up. I need to translate it up by 2, because that's how thick the walls and the bottom need to be. So there we go. And if I wanted to, I could also translate this entire thing up a little bit. If I like it to be on, I don't know, on the XY plane. So I could stop there. But I want to make this parametric. So let's think about the kind of variables I'd want to change. There's the height. I'll say var, do I? Height is 88. The corner radius is 5. The wall thickness is 2. Side 1 length, that's 135. And the same thing for side 2 length. Okay. These all need semicolons. Okay. This 44 is half of the height. So I'm just hitting save after I do each of these to make sure it's all the same. Let's go and fill in everywhere that we're using height. Now corner radius. Now wall thickness. This 2 is not the wall thickness, right? It's just the height divided by 2. So translating it up by the wall thickness there. And then this 3 is actually corner radius minus wall thickness. Now we have side 1 length. Now there is no 135 anywhere in here, but this is 135 minus the corner radius. And then this one will be side 2. Same thing here and here. Side 1, side 2. What else do we have left? There's a bunch of zeros, which is fine. Oh, here's a 5. This is corner radius. I missed that earlier. Corner radius, corner radius, corner radius. Okay. Now, what did we get from that? Now over here, there's a height, corner radius, wall thickness, and so I can play around with these. Let's make it not so tall. Let's go even shorter. Cool. Wall thickness. That didn't work. Oh, okay, so I don't think the wall thickness can be thicker than the corner radius. So I can do 3, I can do 4. But as soon as I do 5, it goes solid. But what if I change the corner radius to be 6? Yeah. $10 or $20. Wow, okay. And I can make one of the sides 150 and the other one 135. Whatever I want to do. So that is so cool. And then I can reset. There we go.